maintenance of the hair, how to maintain the hair on your head, which is important because so many people have a huge concern on how to keep it healthy. And the abuse on hair right now is at its all-time high. People are abusing the hair. They're smothering the hair. They're suffocating the hair. Hair needs oxygen. Hair needs to be able to breathe. Hair needs sunlight, just like a plant. And without it, it will wither away. You cannot expect it to be at its ultimate resilience when it's being smothered constantly and neglected from oxygen and light. So, with the proper shampooing technique, with proper styling agents and things of that nature, you have to bring resilience back to the hair. Our hair is resilient, but you cannot abuse it. So we're here to talk about the abuse, the how we can strengthen the hair, how we can bring the hair back to its full potential and grow it. That's what it's designed to do.
That's right.
So
We're gonna grow some
we're gonna
hair.
grow some
Now,
hair.
I can grow some hair.
There you go.
There
And
it is. I tell you now.
love the
Now
fact
that's
that
a proven.
There it is.
yes, we need more awareness on what do we need to do to maintain the growth and the health of our hair. So we're here tonight to inform you on all those things. So I'm glad to be here tonight amongst this amazing trio, and let's talk about it. Y'all ready?
Yes, we are. We're gonna talk about it. Yes, yes, yes.
We're ready.
Um,
Ready than
I
ever.
we ready? We ready?
Right.
Okay. Well, I have a product line. It's called a Riz O'Shea, and I started out with just a body butter, but I have been blessed that now I actually have a line. And one part of my line is I created a shampoo and conditioner because it's so funny when you're in the product phase of cosmetology, uh, all the components go together. And even though I had the body butter and the body butter, I put it on the kid's hair grew, I put it in my hair grew. People always ask, well, what kind of shampoo? Well, I'm I'm from back in the 80s. I'm talking 80s and 90s. I'm still telling people go to Cream of Nature. And it was like, why don't you stop telling people to do? Why don't you come up with your own shampoo? I said, I don't have time for that. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So as time went on, I noticed the change in my hair as well. So I said, well, you know what? I know what I want in a shampoo. Let me see if I can create one. And that's what I did. And that's why this subject tonight is very dear to my heart because I had no clue what I was doing as I did with the other products. But with the shampoo, the biggest thing for me is lather. I had to make sure whatever I created, it has the lather. But I don't want it to lather. Am I getting feedback? Is that me?
Hmm.
Is that me feedback? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is it feedback?
I can hear you. Maybe the audience can tell us if they're hearing any
Are y'all hearing the
feedback.
feedback? Hmm.
Can you guys comment in the chat if you're hearing feedback,
Any feedback?
just so we can check?
Hmm. Okay. Well, I thought maybe it's just, or maybe it's just me then.
They
They
said
say
Um,
yes.
yes, they are
they
getting
say
feedback.
they getting feedback.
Okay. All
Hmm.
right. See, talk to
Um,
me, Maria, and see.
do you do you guys have your sound all the way down on your computer
Let
as
me
well?
let me adjust my computer.
Go look. You got the speakers up there, and see if you can push it all the way down. Cause I got mine all the way down.
Yep, it's all the way down. Let's see. Let me
Is
make
yours
some
push all the way
adjustments.
down, Tara?
Hold
Mhm.
on.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
have my headphones in.
now how's
Oh
that?
yeah,
Is that better?
I get.
Can y'all hear me?
Are we getting feedback now? Is that
Can
better?
you hear me?
I can hear you. This
Okay.
is no feedback. Great. Thank
No
you.
more feedback.
That's
Thank you, Love and Tiff,
yes,
for
that's what it
technology.
is. You got to make sure that
Thank you
speakers
so
on your
much.
computer is down. Thank you. Um, good. Great. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks,
Wonderful.
sis.
So
Thank you.
I decided to create a shampoo because I hear about people talk about buildup on the scalp. And that is true, especially if you use gels. Some people are still using uh, um, is it bergamot? We're gonna talk about it too much, but they're still using stuff like that.
Wait a minute.
And yeah, I had to go back there.
Ooh,
For the young people, you don't understand, but yeah,
yeah.
that was it. That was the go-to before edge control. That's what we slapped on our edges, grease and all this. That was it. But it held the hair in place, but don't touch it. So I, but I didn't want it to strip because when I was in the salon, I was a colorist. So I knew it had to be, the shampoo had to be soft and it wouldn't strip because, as you can tell, this is gray, but I do have black color in my hair. So I didn't want to be black and brown because if it's very hard on your hair, then it will strip that color as well. So I took all that in consideration, and quite naturally, I wanted to stimulate. I wanted to stimulate the scalp. I need for it to help grow. Everything I do is about growth. It's about penetrating the scalp and for the blood supply to come to the surface to continue to make my hair grow. So I created this shampoo called Stimuli. That's what I named it. So this is my new packaging. And I'm real proud of this because it took me a long time, how many years to do this, but I did it. It's done. So stay tuned. You never know where you might see it. So stay tuned. Um, but I do know that because I always had, in my latter years, I always had a lot of hair. I needed something that was not watered down. So for those of you who are buying your shampoo at the Dollar Tree, the Dollar General, I'm here to tell you, um, all you can do, you can look at the biggest component is going to be your first ingredient. So when you see it says uh, H2O or it says water, that means probably the majority of this is water and the rest of it is something else. So I wanted to create something that was thick and concentrated. And I can take one of these capsules right here, just the top off of my shampoo, and look at the consistency. I want you to see how thick it is, but it's not too thick. It's so concentrated that I can fill this up. And once I fill it up, I can shampoo my hair, all this hair, 3 times. Three, not one, not two, but 3 times. Because what happens with the first shampoo, it lathers. First shampoo lathers. It lathers just like you've been outside. I mean, outside, like you've been in the ocean swimming and you have your hair just absorb all that water. And if you put some shampoo on it, just lather up. All you have to do is wet your hair and the first shampoo lathers. I kid you not. So that was my goal. I achieved it. No, I'm not a chemist, but I know what I want. So I created my shampoo and I kept all my natural ingredients in this product as well. I have aloe vera, raspberry. I took basically the ingredients that I use for my Riz O'Shea. I don't have raspberry in my Riz O'Shea, but I just took all natural ingredients. Um, and it's just a little bit that makes the difference. So when you shampoo, it's cleanse, and then I have tea tree oil in it. So anybody that's allergic to tea tree oil, I do have it in the shampoo. Unfortunately, I'll have to do another one without shampoo, without the tea tree in it. But it has tea tree and it has a nice, pleasing smell to it. And when it goes on your scalp, it's just it like sits a little tingling to your scalp. I just love it. So, but you need to, but you need to read the ingredients on the back of your products because what happens, we put so much on our scalp, on our skin, and we don't think about it penetrating and getting into the bloodstream. And Tara will talk about that tonight as well. So, whatever you decide to do and what your need is, if you got color treated hair, you need to get shampoo that's conditioned for color treated hair. If you got gray hair and you want to keep your streak nice and white like mine, then you need to get something that's geared to cleansing. And it don't have to be purple, the purple shampoo. We don't have to talk about the other shampoo, the purple. You don't talk about the purple shampoo. but you need for it also to be mindful of the stuff that you put on your hair and make sure it has no dye in it. My shampoo does not have any dye in it. So that makes a difference too. I just want you just to pay attention to, if you can't, this whole bottle right here, I can get approximately, I already did it. I did the capfuls. This right here this is just an 8 ounce bottle, but I can get almost 20 shampoos out of this. That says a lot. When I have used in the past experimenting and got the shampoos that had the water in it, if I could, by the time I did my first shampoo, second shampoo, I've used this much shampoo. So by the time I got to this bottle again, I might have got 3 or 4 shampoos out of it. Do the math. Look for something that's concentrated, that's going to cleanse the hair, and it's not going to strip your hair. And the same thing with your conditioner. You want to have a healthy moisturizer. You don't want anything that's going to make your hair heavy. You don't want it to be where once you get ready to blow dry it, it is so oily that the oil, you're fighting the oil and the water at the same time. And if the conditioner says to rinse, you need to rinse. Please rinse your the conditioner out thoroughly. You really and truly need to rinse it out real thorough, so therefore it don't leave a coating on your hair. Now, my hair is a little heavy tonight because my scalp, that's nothing too. This weather is something else. It's doing a little tap dancing on my head because it's dry. The air is dry, and our bodies respond to that. That's why you have to get products that actually works with you through the changes. Do you have to change your shampoos? Yes. That also, somebody asked me about that as well. In the summertime, you might can use something a little lighter, and in the wintertime, you can use something heavier. And what I mean by that is, in the summertime, you might not need all those extra ingredients for us, the moisturizer and, like I said, the cleansing. And then in the wintertime, you might need all of that. And you need some little bit moisturizer, because this time of the year, your scalp, just your skin, period. It's like, I find myself using a lot more Rizzo Shea. Tish, are you finding yourself? It's like my hands they can't get, because I put it on and I'm good for the whole day, but I still notice every time I wash my hands, it's like,
Oh,
okay,
absolutely. Yeah.
it's,
Tis
but
the
in the
season.
summertime, I don't even go through that. So the same thing with your scalp.
Hmm.
So you have to change, even with makeup. I mean, in the summertime, my makeup was a different color
Hmm.
than my makeup in the wintertime. So
Yes.
your body changes with the
Yes.
seasons as well. So
Yes.
please take that in consideration when you're purchasing your shampoos and your conditioners or any product that goes in your body. Just don't think it's one thing that fit all. So I only have one shampoo, but what I would say is this: I would use my shampoo, because this is what I use. I would use this. I do use my shampoo all the time because I only shampoo my hair every 6 weeks. But if I had to make a switch, I would just use less. And when I mean less, I would use a less of the shampoo. For as instead of shampooing 3 times, I will shampoo 2 times. So in the wintertime, I shampoo less time. I'll still use the shampoo, but I'll just use it more, less. Am I saying it right? I'll use it less. So therefore, I will try to keep all the moisture in my hair as I can. Am I making any sense? You guys?
So in the winter, you'll lighten up a little bit, like,
Yes,
okay, as far as how many shampoos you're doing.
exactly.
Okay, try
Right.
to maintain some of the natural oil in the
Yes. And the only reason I do that in the summertime is because, like I said, I got a lot of hair, and I'm just trying to make sure I cleanse it because I only shampoo every 6 weeks. But
hair.
that's my regimen. That works for me. It doesn't
Mhm.
work for everybody.
Mhm.
That's what's worked for me. And
Yeah.
gray hair is just, it's relentless. It don't even care. It's so disrespectful. It don't care what you do. You can shampoo it 100 times. It's still gonna be gray and dull, and it's not gonna absorb. It's not gonna do
Mm.
anything. It's just gonna just hang around.
Mhm.
So, but
Yeah.
that's my experience. That's my
Yeah.
2 cents in it. So this is my conditioner, and I sell them together as a combination. And that's another thing too. If you use somebody's products, try to what works the best is to use them together because you get better results if you're using the same. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not a chemist, but I'm pretty sure because I know I did this when I created this. I balanced these out, and that's why they work great together. So you can't be using Original Shade shampoo and using Fufu's conditioner and thinking you're going to get the same
The
results.
top
It
result.
doesn't go like that.
Yeah.
Because if you say it doesn't work for you, say Maria, this doesn't work for me, that's great. If it doesn't work for you, I understand. You tried it, it doesn't work. But don't tell me you used the shampoo and then you did something else with the conditioner and you said I didn't get the results. That's not how
Mm-hmm.
that goes. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my 2 cents right there. Ladies.
Yes,
No, I can't hear her. Where did she go?
I hear you.
You can hear?
Mm-hmm.
I hear feedback. I don't hear.
You hear feedback for her?
Uh-huh. That might help. That's probably what it is.
I
Say
hear her just fine.
you hear fine? Okay. Well, okay, go ahead. They said they can hear you okay.
Yeah, they
Okay.
said, thanks,
Okay.
Kim.
Okay, what you got? I still hear the same feedback, but they said they can hear you okay.
That's insane. Absolutely. Yes. Thoroughly. Yes. Absolutely. And barely wetting it down. Yes.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hair long enough, removing any excess oils, buildup, and then we can do application of
Absolutely.
that's the key.
Very well said.
That's the key, right? That's right. And one thing I wanted to add before you jump into, because I know you got some great tips for us, and I know you do, as always, I wanted to talk about the nature of our shampoo and how we want to make sure that we're not getting a bland shampoo. A lot of times we are going in there and manipulating the hair so much that we can create breakage. And you
Mm-hmm.
want to know on this live right now that you can create breakage
Yes,
from a
absolutely.
shampoo. That is real.
Yes.
That is real. So when you're seeing excessive shedding in the bowl, some of that may come from the manipulation, over manipulation of the scalp. It is not. I mean, we are digging. Some people want like, I want you to get it. No, we need to create manipulation that's going to, promote proper blood flow,
Right.
right? But cleansing of the hair and the scalp at the same time. But it does not require. The more you put tension on the scalp, you're going to release hair. Hair is going to come and release from
Yes.
the follicle if you're manipulating, over manipulating. So I wanted to just add that tidbit to our conversation tonight, so that we can make sure that we're shampooing properly.
And
And that's
I'll definitely jump in there with that. I'll start with that. Excellent point, Tara. Um, when I speak with my clients, especially if they're new, I will let them know you will never feel my nails in your scalp.
yes, that is very
Abrasions and
important.
things like that take place at that very moment.
Yes, it
You've
does.
been scratching with your nails. I'm not going to come behind you and scratch. You're going to feel the ball tips of my fingers. I have
Hmm.
extremely strong fingertips that I have been applying pressure in that area so they get a stimulating shampoo and not a scratching. There's a difference. And just like Tara was saying, you can tear that scalp and that hair and cause breakage and abrasions from your shampoo technique, that is your shampooing technique. So it's very imperative to understand how to properly shampoo. And also, as far as detangling, when you're shampooing, you want to make sure you're releasing the hair and not balling it up into one big ball trying to get to the scalp. You want to go into the scalp and release the fingers out, come back in, and not gathering all that hair and then starting to rough it around. You're going to spend another 45 minutes detangling what you just created, a nest. So it's imperative to understand that when you're shampooing, let that hair flow and the amount of water. Don't be anxious. I like how you said that. Do not be anxious to add the shampoo. Let that hair receive the water. If you have high porosity, low porosity, if that as soon as that water hits, if your hair absorbs that water, then by all means, because you don't have to constantly stand there and rinse and wet the hair down. However, some people take a while for that hair to receive the water, to break down the to receive the water, break down the porosity. It sounds like sometimes it's like the water is repelling off. So you need to open up every section of that head. I like to section my client's hair in fours while I'm at the shampoo bowl because I need to see that center. I'm doing a lot of natural hair, thick at the root. It's not that many relaxer clients that I have anymore. So I have to open up that hair, go down the center, open up the four panels, go down each side panel because I want to make sure I'm getting water in all areas of the scalp. So when I do shampoo, using a concentrated shampoo, and let me share this one thing with you. I let my clients know if you're purchasing over the counter, the OTC, please understand it is a diluted product. It is not designed to be concentrated because they're selling to the masses. They're not selling to the professionals, they're selling to the consumer. And they want you to come back over and over and over. So they're not going to give you a high concentrated product that's going to last you 9 months. That is not their goal. Their goal is for you to come back as soon as possible. And they know when you squeeze that product and have a mound in the center of your hand, that's only going to get you one soaping.
You got that right.
Okay. So please understand what we prescribe. I have this saying, When you go to the doctor and they give you Tylenol, the doctor's prescription, it's an 800 milligram. It's a concentrated version. Whereas when you go over the counter, you get a 200 milligram. Okay. And how many 200s do you have to take to equal to that 1 800 pill? I said, we are the hair doctors. We're
Yeah.
starting off with 800. We're
That's
not going to give you 200, 200, 200. No, we're coming in with the top quality. So please understand you're getting what you're paying
paying
for.
for.
We are not cheating you by any means. Well, I can shampoo my hair at home, but what are you using? So I always make sure whatever I use at the back bar, I'm selling to my client because I want them to get the best result, even if you have to do it at home. I'm not going to be stingy and say, oh, no, I'm not going to sell you what I got. I want you to be able to have healthy hair, use the same product. So when you come back to me, I don't have to work so hard. I don't have to work so hard trying to restore back your moisture, restore back your conditioner,
That's
restore
right.
because you're using a product from the dollar store because people will do it because the packaging is real pretty at the dollar store.
It
But
is.
even at the beauty
Purple.
supply, at
Purple.
our
You see that purple bottle at the Dollar Tree? It's a big old purple bottle.
oh Lord, no,
There
I try not to even go
you
down that aisle for
go.
that.
I gotta because I'll be experimenting because I like to smell stuff. So I'm
Oh
all
my
in there.
goodness, no
I got
ma'am.
some in here because I gotta see compare the conditioner to my conditioner because I gotta see how it's gonna detangle. And like I said, the consistency. I know that you can get it and it will and it comes in and girl, it folds like just like this. And as soon as you get it on your head, you be like, what in the world?
Yeah, you're definitely not going to get a good quality. Like I said, if it's 80% water in these products, um, that's what's going on the hair. It's no way it can do its job in 3 shampoos. You're going to end up using half
Mm-mm.
the bottle
Yeah.
just to get that first initial deep cleanse. Once again, it's designed for you to come back over and over again, not to last you, like Maria said. And she can get how many 25 to 30 shampoos in that bottle, and she has a lot of hair. So therefore,
And
she
I'm
has a
talking about
lot of
my
coverage
hair.
that needs to
So you
take
can
place
imagine if you
when
got
she's
short
shampooing.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so it's imperative to buy products that are concentrated. That means you don't have to use that much to get the proper results that you need, which is a good deep cleansing or good moisturizing. Um, we are in the time of season where you need moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. Um, a lot of times you're just using a deep cleansing shampoo and then you're tripling up on your conditioner because you're working backwards, trying to make the conditioner balance out what the shampoo removed. Um, because of my clientele with a lot of the natural and how thick the hair is, I call them my mega hair babies.
Yes, they
I
got a
have
lot of
quite a
hair.
few of them. Um, I need a concentrated and a highly hydrating shampoo and conditioner. I'm not just waiting for the conditioner to do all the work because the shampooing process is vital. And because I'm working with so much thick hair, coarse hair, natural hair, I don't want to be detangling 40 minutes. I want my shampoo to help me detangle so I can flow through my process, which is imperative because time is money and money is time. So we
Yes,
want
it
to make
is.
sure that we're not, and if we are, if we need to, especially those coming out of braids, um, we have to tag on an extra 40 minutes because I know I'm going to be detangling because you just came out of 6 weeks of braids. So we
Hmm.
have to allot for that time and let them know, listen, that's going to be, if you're just coming out of braids, we're going to need an extra 30, 40 minutes because that hair is going to take a minute to absorb the water because that cankalon, which is everybody's friend, not, it's removing all of the moisture that you do have. So when you do remove the cankalon and start doing your braid, your shampoo service, I let my clients know, please don't do a deep cleanser because it will mat, especially after 6 weeks,
So Tish, can
8 weeks of
we
braids, it will mat, clump up because it's so thirsty. It's so thirsty for water, and it don't care what moisture where it's coming from. It's going to drink it until it just mats up.
Wow. Wow.
So you definitely want to make sure you. What I do, I had to learn when my 30 years. I had to take the conditioner first and apply it through the hair before I even touch the water, before I even touch the shampoo. So it's absorbing something with a lot of moisture. That way, when that water does hit it, it starts to release the tangly hair or the hair that has shedded and trapped within the perimeter of the hair. So there's techniques that we do have that we practice to ensure that you're getting less breakage at the bowl, less ripping of the hair, trying to remove the tangles from excessive dry hair that's coming out of braids. So please invest a little more in your product and your hair care, especially when it comes to your shampoo. All shampoos are not created equal. If
No,
you
they're
think
not.
they are, you are sadly
Right.
mistaken and you have been misinformed, miseducated on the intensity of shampoos that have um, intensified moisture and hydration for the hair.
Tara, you wanted to add something?
Absolutely. Can you hear
Yes.
me?
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. No, I think those were all good points. Tish, you was hitting on so many points. I wanted to jump in and be like,
Come on
yeah,
in.
yeah. Um, so it was something that you said, and I wanted to, oh, I know. It was about the concentration of the shampoo, the formulation of it, right? And Maria, I love the fact that you talked about systems.
Yes.
If you use XYZ, if you're using Rhea O'Shea's shampoo, you want to accompany it by Rhea O'Shea's
Yes.
conditioner because they're formulated to complement one another. But one thing I wanted to mention is talk going back to the concentration of 80% water, 20% ingredients. What do you think, guys? Know we all know what happens as professionals when you have 80% of water in a shampoo product. First of all, the hair has receives acidic products. We have to make sure that we're balanced on the
Yeah.
pH scale. We know that when we're doing chemicals, we're like a relaxer, it's on the pH scale of
Yeah.
14. It's highly
Hmm.
alkaline for chemical processes. But when we're on the acidic side, we're
Hmm.
moisturizing. There's
Hmm.
balance there. So water is typically at 7.0, it's neutral, sometimes
Yeah.
Exactly.
7.3, okay,
Right.
on average. So the more water we have in our product, the higher the pH level is. The higher the pH level is, now we don't
Right.
have balance
Right.
within the
And it's
hair. So
drying.
that's
It
very,
dries your,
very important.
yes, it
Yes, and it
dries your
leaves the
hair out.
cuticle open
Yeah.
Yep. And
and
rough.
moisture escapes
Mhm.
from here and brittle and etc. And so the shampoo technique, along with the shampoo, is the technique is just as important as the shampoo.
Absolutely.
So we know we want to have a high quality shampoo, but then we also have to have the right technique. And as you mentioned, properly shampooing, taking your time to break down those hydrogen bonds, rinsing. And clients need to understand why. And I use those scientific, explanations or words so that you can understand why you're doing what you're doing. And so you have to rinse long enough to get the build up. But you mentioned, Tish, you said there's a reason why it takes a while to break down the natural hair, right? Your natural clients versus maybe your relaxed clients, right? Well, what I know is that as natural clients, we have to find more products sometimes to enhance our
Hmm.
style. So naturally curly clients, because there's naturally curly, you got naturally straight, naturally curly clients sometimes use and access more products than your naturally straight clients because they're trying to create their curl
Hmm.
pattern, maintain it. So they're using oils, they're using, foam, shea butters, you name it, right? So when we're breaking it down, we got to break down those products and they're not always water
Right.
soluble. So it requires a longer
Hmm.
rinsing time. I love the fact that you talked about what I call a pre shampoo,
Yes.
where we go in and we
Yes.
soften the hair with the
Mhm.
conditioner, and then
Exactly.
we go in to apply our shampoo. But then in between each shampoo, especially when I'm clarifying my clients, because those are the clients that I like to clarify with a cleansing
Hmm.
shampoo, I have to come back and use some conditioner in between each
Yes.
shampoo to
Yes.
soften the hair. That's a great tip for a lot of clients to use at home. And a Rio O'Shea has you have your shampoo, which may fall in line with step two for some clients because they may be
Mhm.
using a step one, which is a cleansing
Hmm.
shampoo. And they
Mhm.
come back with a product like a Rio O'Shea's step two for
Mhm.
moisturizing, right?
Mhm.
So it like you mentioned before, Maria, it's going to be according to your lifestyle. what your shampoo
Yeah.
regimen is. We're gonna have to find that regimen, what works for you. But this is a very serious conversation. It's like, oh yeah, we're just talking about shampoo. Well, that is the baseline
That's
of
the
the health and
baseline.
condition of
Absolutely.
your hair. Because if we
Because you have
leave
to clean.
shampoo in our hair, we don't. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
cleanse,
Gotta
right? And
cleanse.
if we leave that product in our hair, we're not using the right product with the right pH. Guess what? We're creating
Yes.
damage. We're creating an unhealthy scalp environment. We're not creating a proper environment for the hair. And so I just wanted to add this last thing here that we want to make sure that we're rinsing the hair
Thoroughly.
thoroughly after each shampoo. So if you do two, three, I don't care how many you do, each shampoo should be rinsed like it's the last.
Absolutely.
We want to remove any residue, any buildup. We want to break that hair down even further so it can be prepared. We're prepping the hair for the
Yes.
conditioner, for the moisture
Yes.
that we're going to add
Yes.
and put into the hair. Once those bonds are broken, now the cuticle is softened. It may not be open all the way, but it is softened, ready to
Receive.
receive,
Yes.
our hydration treatment and our conditioners that will open it even more for penetration.
Very
So,
well said. I had one mentor that said, just when you thought you rinsed enough, rinse again.
That's
Rinse
right.
some
and some
more.
more.
And I never forgot
Absolutely.
that. So when I'm
Rinse,
rinsing,
rinse,
I'm like,
rinse.
okay, this about to be my last, rinse it again. That way they can't
Rinse
say,
again.
I don't think she rinsed my hair enough when she rinsed out my cup. It
Absolutely.
didn't feel like she rinsed it all out
Yes.
Rinse until
until
it's
it's
clear.
clear and you've covered every angle of that scalp so they can't say, I don't feel like it was rinsed out properly
Right.
because they can feel the
Hmm.
buildup, they can feel when it's still foam, they can feel all of that. So when you take that
Hmm.
extra time and re-rinse and make sure that hair is thoroughly rinsed all behind their ears, sometimes in their
Hmm.
ear,
Hmm.
you know, they because
That
you
part.
want to make sure you get every nook and cranny so they can't say you left X, Y, and Z in their hair, on their scalp, behind their ear. Repeatedly rinse two, three, four, 5 times just to ensure that you're giving them the top quality service from the start to finish. I don't play when it comes to my rinsing.
And let's be clear, Tish. If you leave that condition, if you leave shampoo in the hair, shampoo will harden the
Yes.
hair.
Cause flakes.
So what
That's
happens
right.
is it will
Yes.
harden the cuticle. Just like too much
Yes.
conditioner, you can overly
Exactly.
condition
Yes.
the
We can
hair.
over.
It
Yes,
will
you
make it
can.
limp.
That's right.
It will make it soft. So if you're doing these things, you're going to create an unfavorable, environment and have unfavorable results. So rinsing is very,
Imperative.
very critical.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Ladies, this is, I'm telling you, like you said, people probably say, oh, why are they talking about shampoo and conditioner? We talk about anything that
Mhm,
deals with healthiness of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're not doing it properly, your results
Yeah.
comes out to be what it is. And you can't blame the stylist because some of the stuff you're doing to yourself. And if the stylists don't know, then that's why we're here today because some people just don't know. I mean,
Hmm.
it's just everything is quick. Everybody want to be quick, like microwave, like you said.
Yeah.
You
No.
slap the shampoo in there. I'm shampooing my hair. I'm getting it. Oh, I see suds. That's not it. That's just because you
Hmm.
see suds. You need more than some suds. You need
Right.
to manipulate the scalp. You got to get in there,
Yeah.
lather.
and and yes, it has to be, and you have to. And listen, I pull my hair. I pull it all out. You got that's another thing too. When you shampoo, you got to take that lather and bring it all the way out, all the way out. Not lather it and then get on this. Okay, and put some
Yeah.
more in
Bring
there.
it all the way to the
Right, you
ends,
gotta bring
especially
it
if you have a lot of
all the way
hair.
to the end. Yes, yes. And like I said, especially if people who use gels, they use a lot of hairspray. That your first shampoo is what you're trying to get rid of what's in your hair. The
Hmm.
second shampoo, just like you say, and I agree 100%. That's okay. I'm trying to get out the first, then that part of the second. That's why I know the third is like, I feel like I'm really getting in and I'm really cleansing it now. You trying to get rid of any of the buildup that you already have on your hair. So, like I said, two shampoos don't work for me. but
Hmm.
I know that third one, and like you said, Tara, sometimes it take four. And I love the idea of
Mhm.
you saying the condition, your condition is not heavy. That's be great because you're right. Because I'm telling you, I have a lot of hair. I have to put my conditioner on, and I let it sit, but I comb, and then I rinse. This is not my leave-in conditioner. I have a hair protein mask for that. That's another thing too. Stop trying to make your instant conditioner. Okay, this is preaching. I'm at the pulpit. Stop making your instant conditioner being your protein
I
mask.
got to sit up for
Yeah.
this. Be a
Okay,
deep
go
conditioner,
ahead, go ahead,
right?
girl. Go ahead. What you got
Oh, I
something,
love
Tara?
it.
You want
I
to come
love it.
behind
I
me?
love it. I love it.
Stop making
Yeah,
this.
I'm right here with
Stop
you.
putting this right here. Put the bag on top of your head and walk around. This
For
is
20 minutes.
instant. This is
What is
instant.
it
This is
doing?
goes in, and then this is to
This is
soften your
softening.
cuticle so you can detangle and rinse. That's all this is. This is it. My
That's
protein
it.
mask, which I have, it has a lot more. Um, I have a lot of fats in it. I have omega
Okay.
threes. I have a lot of protein. I have clay for that moisture. I have
Minerals.
stuff in that. Yes, that is to sit on your hair. It penetrates, and when you rinse it off, and make your hair feel nicer. But that's it. That's the protein. That's for the purpose of sitting. And I don't even have one. I should have one up here. I didn't even think about to bring the protein mask. But the protein mask, and that's what you use once a month.
Right.
That's not. You don't use that every week. It's too heavy because it's designed to be heavy. It's designed to put nutrients back into your scalp, which goes to your hair. It's not your hair and then go to your scalp. That's not how this goes. So yes,
That's going to be
like
our
I said,
next topic.
what's the next topic, baby
The,
girl?
the, the difference between the two types of conditioners.
Yeah,
You know,
okay. Uh,
that's
Yeah,
yeah,
I love
important
it.
because, like
I
you
love
said,
it.
people will leave a
So
regular
you,
conditioner on for
mhm.
45 minutes and thinking it's doing something.
ain't doing
Um,
nothing.
but if it's
Not
not designed for
nothing.
that, you're only
It's
going to
not
get
doing
the
anything.
benefits
It
the
did
first
its
10,
job
15 minutes.
43 minutes ago. It did its job 43 minutes ago.
Right,
It's a
exactly.
2 minute, 2 to 5
So we
minute
definitely have to
conditioner.
talk about
But
that.
I
Ooh,
wanted to say something that is not that popular, but this is the point. Being in the salon,
Yeah,
right, Tish? Maria is in the
yeah.
lab. We in the salon, and so being in the salon, I have learned that I'm always watching. I'm always looking for what results I'm
yes.
getting. So this is what I found, and this is not a very popular opinion. When I first started practicing, this clients did not like it.
Okay.
Okay, but after I would shampoo them, right, and I always tell people that a girl sometimes as a woman you need multi. You got 50 pairs of
Mm-hmm.
shoes, right? You got multiple shoes for
Mm-hmm.
multiple things. You're going to need different type of shampoos for different points. Whether we're talking about summertime, we're talking about scalp care, we're talking about whatever it may be, right? We're using different types of shampoo, a clarifying, cleansing, moisturizer,
Mm-hmm.
you name it. We're using different shampoos at different points in times. But when we're using a conditioner, and like Maria said, she recommends her protein product, right? That's heavy, and she uses it once a month. A very unpopular thing that I started doing in the salon was I would shampoo you after your conditioning treatment. Why are you shampooing all that conditioner out of my hair? And what I wanted them to understand and what I wanted to bring to light is that conditioner is designed to penetrate. It is designed to enter into the hair
Mm-hmm.
shaft. It is designed to rebuild and to repair. I don't need the residue on the
Mm-hmm.
exterior of your
Mm-hmm.
hair, especially when you have very lightweight
Yes,
hair. Like someone like
I agree.
Maria, I would definitely take her back to the
And keep
shampoo
rinsing.
bowl after I conditioned her and it did its
Mm-hmm.
job, right? We've already, the product has been penetrated. I'm going to gently
Yes,
shampoo her to get the residue off
yes,
the top of her hair so that
Mm-hmm.
now we have that sealed and
yes.
locked in. And clients, as they started to experience that service, they're like, yeah, you forgot to shampoo me again after the
Now
hydration
you done
machine.
spoiled them.
Now they understand.
No,
Now I
but
don't do
that
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 to
is
Right.
everyone.
that's I like that, Tara. I think that is awesome because of the simple fact, and I personally I've done it before by accident, and I was like, oh, wait, oh, it did feel a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, now that you said that, I mean, I didn't realize nobody else was doing it, but I was like, okay,
It did its
yeah, because
job.
you want to get because it is
It
heavy.
did its
It is
job.
heavy, and you need to get it off there. But it did its job, like you said, it's done. Now let's remove this.
It's
So
done.
now when we blow dry, like I said, we're not blow drying the
Not
oil in the
fighting
water.
against the buildup. Absolutely, the heavy oil.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tara, I definitely can agree with you on that. I have actually done that. Like you said, with the lighter hair clients, it's like, this is too heavy. I have to take a shampoo and just kind of remove some of that. And, my clients don't question what I'm doing because they know I got their back. So I'm like, I don't like how this feels. It's too heavy. I know that's what's going on back there. So I'll take a little shampoo, re-rinse it, rinse, and now I get this nice consistency of a lighter texture that doesn't feel weighed down. So yes.
Because it's perception. There, we're thinking that the conditioner is supposed to sit on the hair and that we don't want it to, oh, I don't want you to rinse it out. I don't want you to shampoo it out. No, I don't want it on top of your
Right.
hair. I want it inside
Yes.
of your hair
Yes.
shaft,
That's a
inside of the
great point.
cuticle.
I'm glad you
I
brought that
want to
up.
make sure that it did its job.
It's true.
So yeah, if we're using a great product, then we can use it confidently, right? And we can shampoo this out, and I can say, no, no, no. This conditioner did
Mm-hmm.
its job. It's in your hair
Yes.
shaft. Now I'm removing the
Yes.
exterior. So
I
that's
vouch for
when
that.
you know you got a good
Absolutely.
product.
Yeah.
Well,
And like you
ladies,
said, it's not for everybody, but
I
you
just
know
got
those you
one.
can do it
I
for.
just got one little nugget. I need to say
Mhm,
this to the world because this is.
mhm,
I got to share it. I have to share it for you cosmetologists that grew up in that went to these other schools, and you was told that once you put a chemical on for as color, and you can just rinse it and shampoo it with your Tresemme and send the client out the salon. Um, I'm here to tell you, you have to neutralize that.
Mm,
Because if you do not neutralize that, that's another shampoo, maybe for another time. But I'm here to tell you, like we said, all shampoos aren't the same.
mm-hmm.
But please know that's why it's called color treated on the shampoo
Mm-hmm.
because it's breaking and stopping action. But you need a neutralizer if you're going to do, and this is for people who are doing hair at home. If you're doing color at
mhm.
home, you need to have a neutralizing shampoo because we've been taught from in cosmetology school that you have to stop the action of the chemical. And because we're African Americans and we have curly hair, and you don't have to be African American, you have curly hair. And if you do not shampoo your hair every day, I'll leave it like that. If you don't shampoo your hair every day, that means you can't neutralize it every day. So therefore, you have to neutralize it after you put the chemical in. So my suggestion to all of you at home that's doing all these, I'm seeing all these fabulous blues and pinks and all this bleaching. It's beautiful. But if you do not neutralize that hair, I promise you, one day you're gonna get up and all your hair is gonna be laying on the pillow. Okay, I'm here to testify. I'm here to testify. You have to neutralize. So I can't remember who makes the neutralizer shampoo off the top of my head, but Sally's, I know they have a neutralizing shampoo, and it says neutralizing shampoo. You need that. So as we're talking about the shampoos and the conditioner, that's very important too. When you're dealing with chemicals, you need to know what you're dealing with. You have to neutralize. Point blank. I had to put that in there. I just could not leave with that because that happened to me
Very important.
not too long ago, and hair was just coming out,
Oof,
and there was no neutralizer. They weren't
that
using a
action was still
neutralizer.
going.
No, it was still going, and the hair was. I was like, okay, what? Wait a minute, what's going on? And it was just coming out and coming out.
Wow.
But by being a cosmetologist, I knew instantly what it was. I shampooed and it stopped. So,
Mm.
and then I got with my former stylist who got me back on the track and got my hair right. But a couple thousand strands later, I could have used that, do something else with. hmm Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
So, but ladies, as always, I mean, we just doing hair talk. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
People going to get they're going to get the clue. But the fact that we can come on every Monday night and discuss things that we know that we had experienced. This is not no we done made up something. This is real life. I was in a salon for over 25 years, had my own salon, my own school, and a kids salon. I know hair inside and out. I lived it, breathed it, walked it. I can talk it. And have you guys on here, Nan, did y'all still in the salon? Y'all
Walking
see
it
us
and
every
talking it.
day. Walk, that's right. I love
Talk
it.
it like you
You
talk
can't make this up.
it.
Can't. That's where that 75 plus years come
Right,
from. I love
right.
it. So, ladies, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, as
Thank
always,
you.
I need for you guys to watch out for our next topic, which I'll be posting soon. I'm enjoying this, and I know we're going to eat a lot of turkey. People going to be talking about y'all with the podcast and say, yeah, and we will love any feedback. We love questions. So if you ever have a question, always come in and just, hit us up with a question. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on Instagram. We love questions because the three of us, with our expertise, we have the answer. You ask a question, we got an answer.
I
I
think we
promise.
should, maybe, yeah. I think that that was so good to get some questions from our audience and
Mm-hmm.
maybe some feedback on what they want to hear us talk about.
Yes, I will.
That would
We
be
really
great.
appreciate that. If it's any topics that you guys that you're watching right now, if you feel like it's something that you want to know more about, especially with your own personal hair, jot it in the comments, and we'll take that in consideration, and we can talk about it. Because we sure enough, we can between the three of us, we'll come up with a solution for you. We promise. And if you need their
Absolutely.
assistance, you can always go to Tisha's salon, which is in Tyrone, and you can go to Tara's
Absolutely.
salon, which is is it Lawrenceville?
Norcross.
North,
No
North.
Cross. Okay. And if you need
Mm-hmm.
if you need any natural products, coming up to Black Friday, I have a big, 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 big sale. You guys got to check me out. I'm telling you, just go to RazorShade.com and you see what's going on. But ladies, I just want to say thank you again, and I'll see you
It's our
next
pleasure.
Monday.
You.
Oh goodness, I know you guys are tired because it's got a short week. So I know you've been working. So you go ahead and get some rest. And until next Monday, I'll
Until
talk
we
to you
meet
again.
again.
Until we meet again.
Until
Don't eat too much
then,
turkey. Do not eat too
That's
much
right. It's
turkey.
going to be
bye.
turkey season. Yes, everyone enjoy their holidays.
Oh, that's so sweet. Somebody said thank you. You are so very welcome.
Yes,
All right,
you.
ladies. Good night, and you take
Good
care.
night.
All right.
Good
Good night.
night.
Bye bye.